Welcome to Translating Infinity. They are communicating. Have we forgotten how to listen?
You gotta take this higher.
You will know the truth when it occurs within you. There is no question. There is no confusion. There is no wondering. We guarantee this. You cannot make up this experience. You cannot pretend. When it occurs within you, within your bodies and your whole consciousness, you will be changed. And then comes how to be this in your world and to penetrate the barriers, the perceived barriers within the world that you have been residing within.
Welcome to the Translating Infinity podcast. This is episode 13. Oshlohuch. Transformation. I am your host and have been your host up to this 13 mark. My name is Eileen Meyer. This will be the final episode of Translating Infinity. The dreams have been showing me the feeling markers for what is occurring now. I don't know how to explain anymore. In my connecting time on this Sunday, December 25th, 2022, I experienced an explosion of light and understanding and revelations of how this works. And as the recent dream showed me, at a certain point, you do have to stop trying to translate because it doesn't do any good. And it just further confuses the one who doesn't know that they have more of their consciousness to access. And so I understood in the dream that I must move on with my own creative experiences. I had an entire episode nearly done, just a couple of things I needed to add, to keep consistency with all the episodes that came before. But this one isn't going to be consistent so much. It is on many levels, not necessarily the visible levels or audible levels. This has been an extraordinary journey. And I see the wisdom in getting this all down, from my memories of how I moved through these layers of understanding and what it looked like, what it felt like. These are my maps that I leave with you. Not everyone's going to understand how to read these maps, but many will. And it will be like food for them. And it is my greatest joy to have perhaps helped a little to all of those who do know on some level what love is. And you're hearing the song now. And you're moving towards this song. You're moving with this song. It is like a song reaching to you in this greater cycle intersection. You know, some never hear the song. And some may hear faint tones and just kind of wonder what it is. But not for long, you know. There's a need to drown out anything that doesn't fit with those songs that they were given and trained to. The songs that are reinforced by their families and communities. The songs that perpetuate the addiction to this out-of-phase reality. And then there are those kinds of beings that feed off of this out-of-tune, disharmonious music. But those who hear the song, not just hear it, but respond to it, and that's the song of Source. And that's the song and the music that will carry them home. It's Christmas Day as I speak. And I just have had revelation after revelation. Dreams in the past week. And now here on Christmas morning in my usual Sunday contemplative time, I see it. It is the light. It is the way. And again, not everyone's going to respond to this song. Not everyone is going to understand the lyrics if it is translated by the many that come here with this intent to move through this experience with you. You know, to be born vibrating with that source song. And then most of us, that song gets drowned out by this other agenda, the perpetuation of all that has come before. All those inauthentic songs. The ones that get popularized, and you don't have to listen to those songs anymore. There's a song happening now in this greater cycle intersection. It is blasting from your source. And it's in your heart. It's still broadcasting, whether you feel it or not. It's the song that lifts us up and out and beyond this out-of-phase matrix reality. If you don't know how to listen, or if you refuse to listen, you may miss the boat. It's not something that you're going to hear about or see in this, what I call the emotionally dumbed down reality that we collectively share here, this split apart, fragmented reality. But in each and every one of those fragments is the glory of this light. And that's what the Christ is. Christ is a feeling. Christ is love in form. and the stories. They just simply demonstrate. We're being shown who we are. But if you're not listening, you might miss it. I don't know why. I can't explain why this happens in cycles. This opening, where we have an opportunity to hear the song, that it's being broadcast more loudly. There's some kind of mechanism which I cannot explain, and there's probably other people, other humans on the planet now that can explain this so much better than I. I just know what it feels like. I have had the repeated direct experience of this love in my body. This is what the rapture is, right? That's the funniest part. It's, you don't need religion, organized religion. You've got this inside of you, and it's so close that you're missing it. And you're going to some kind of authority out there for your answers. They don't have the answers unless they're demonstrating it. And I don't know about you, but I don't see a whole lot of demonstrating of love happening in organized religion. At least on the on consensus news. But that said, I know there are a lot of those who may belong to a church and go to a church, and their real work is to shine this light and help those less fortunate. And I'm grateful for you, for your presence here. I'm grateful for all of the light that is present here now in form, lighting the way, loving, feeding, nurturing, lifting, encouraging, empowering everyone around them. Thank you for your service here. And as a recent dream showed me, there is a point where all of those who are hearing the song and moving with source song will not have the energetic makeup, let's say, to keep translating, to the kinds of songs that you prefer, or the kinds of songs that are all that you know. At a certain point, there must be a reaching back, a willingness to experience something greater than what you've been cycling inside of. And this massive movement to carry out and carry home the souls who have chosen willingly to sing the song of Source. It keeps moving. It keeps expanding. Even further away from the chosen perspective, the limited bandwidth of perception. You have to choose to see and feel and hear beyond that. Because That's the out of phase laboratory of this reality. And if you want to continue to loop inside what you know, the maze inside this laboratory experiment, then that's what you'll continue to do. And it will continue to be new versions of the maze, new versions of cheese. You don't have to do that. The opening is still here, and from what I sense in my heart, in my body instrument, it feels like a little while longer. One can make this choice to expand instead of contract. And I can't keep doing this podcast because I'm expanding and I'm working with people now that are choosing to expand. I don't have anything to say anymore to those who don't understand the language of light, the language of love. Those who choose to remain unconscious of the spark within. And you are so much more than that. And I don't know how else to tell you that, except to just live it and be it and navigate with others who are choosing to listen and to follow the song that every day leads them into further harmony, coherence with Source. And that is not translatable. It is lived. And that's what we get to do at this time, is live this truth. I just recorded my connecting time. I do it every Sunday. And I just wept. That's all you can do at a certain point when you feel it. Feel your form. This light, this love. This is the Christmas gift. And we can see lots of distortions around what Christmas is. But don't miss this. Don't miss this Christ within you. You can still become one of the choir or the symphony. To move with that in actuality, rather than perpetuating this lesser version of what Christ Mass actually is. It wants to awaken in you. How beautiful is that? That you get to respond to it if you choose. And if you don't feel anything or understand anything of what I'm saying, you can still ask. Some people call it prayer. Ask to be a part of this light and this love, no matter where you are, no matter what kind of life you find yourself within now, around what kind of people you call your community. Each and every fragment here can choose to sing themselves home. That's the beauty of it. So, I am so happy that I listened to the guidance to create these 13 episodes, these 13 maps, because I can't do it anymore. It's not that I don't want to. It's that I'm moving with this light. I'm moving with this joy. I feel so much joy and excitement about what life actually is now. So much so that I must be with that expansion of love and light now. There isn't energy anymore to reach and beg those who are intent on perpetuating these lesser cycles of reality. There's no more energy to call out and say that this is an option. And so we collectively expand now, those who are singing the song of Source. And at another opening, another intersection, this may happen again. And those who have been cycling over and over may be ready to hear the song and choose differently. I speak purely from the visions in my third eye and the feelings in my heart. I am still translating the song of Source into this microphone, and perhaps it will be heard by those who need to hear the song through my interpretation of it, my expression of it. And you may hear others who are sharing it in their own creative ways. And that's the excitement of it. The point is if you truly intended to hear this song and respond to it at this time, you will hear one of these voices or a few of these voices that will reinforce that and mirror this back to you. But the intent must begin with you. The will to do this must begin with you. I am so grateful to have had the opportunity to live this life and to share and translate as much as I could inside this construct. And at this timing, we are moving forward. We're navigating and adapting to more and more and more of this light. This is going to sound like a marketing campaign, a commercial, but I do my work now at the community that I built with my Inachki, Eduardo Griego Gonzalez. It's called Light Dialogic, and it's where we're navigating and mirroring to each other what this looks and feels like. It's a private community. We build resonance here. We help each other to grow further, expand further. We help each other to trust that this is the way. We mirror and we sing with each other the song of Source. Thank you to all those who have listened to this series. I had no idea what it was going to be when I started it, and now I see, looking back. Oh, and how perfect that it's 13 episodes, the 13 tones of the sacred Mayan calendar. And Oshlahu is 13, the transformation. It's time to feel directly what you're connected to. The words and the belief systems and the ideologies, they are part of the looping inside the smallness. The breakthroughs are in your heart. The breakthrough comes through the singing of the song, absorbing the song, trusting that vibration within you. Blessings to all on this Christmas Day 2022 and every new day that comes following this one, that is also Christ Mass Day. Love to you all. Thank you for listening. God Doll, written on July 24th, 2006. What can I offer this world? I am not one to defend against. I bend to invasion of soul. These times, these roles are smudged and blurred. I am drained of words and every clever way, I'm sure. What I once thought grand is distant memory, and what was barely there, now cosmic tree, rooted in earth, rooted in me. I am the hands and heart of a real God now. Your laws, your creed are falling down. I could recite the lines, but why? It's here, it's near, it's breathing me. Have you ever felt such a thing? Throw your thoughts and pen to the wind. Let the God doll you've been dressing in. Thank you for listening. Remember, you are loved, and you are made of love. There's a purpose for you being here now. Don't be afraid. We're meeting you here in the intersection. And everyone here is saying, welcome to the song, welcome home.